It's questionable. Talk to us.
Welcome to It's Questionable, where we tackle the topics that make you think twice. Well, B. Simone has made headlines yet again, not once, not twice, but 3 times. B. Simone's best friend Shekinah is sparking conversation after a vulnerable moment on the Let's Try This Again podcast. She opened up about the very real and raw challenges of being best friends with a celebrity. In the now viral clip, Shekinah shared that she had to move back in with her parents, get on food stamps and Medicaid, and even watched her car get repossessed, all while staying closely connected to someone with a major platform and reach. Brandy, can you play the first clip?
Being a best friend with a celebrity, everybody thinks that, oh, because you're connected to this person, then your life is just as grand as theirs, or you got it, or they helping you. Baby, didn't have a job, living with my parents, a single mom. All this happened to me this past year.
Jesus.
And then it's like, to not have resentment in my heart towards you because I saw you do this for other people. I saw you give a check to somebody to help them through whatever they went through. And it's like, God, like, nobody didn't give me a handout, but guess what? That wasn't your responsibility. God had to take me through that for my own season, for my own thing. I had to get my car repossessed.
Jesus.
I had to go through the food stamps line. I had to be on Medicaid because I'm building my story too. But it's like, as a friend somebody who has it, it's hard to digest. They're probably shocked that I'm even saying this right now.
Jesus.
Hey, damn.
Yeah, you did that. Okay. Jesus.
The internet is split. Some people are applauding Shekinah's honesty and her faith during tough times. Others are questioning how B. Simone can organize giveaways, help strangers online, but not step in for her own best friend. In the same interview, B expressed that she had a shift in some of her finances, and she's going through her own financial struggles, saying that she can only afford to shop at H&M instead of her usual at Bloomingdale's. Can we play that clip as well?
Finances, like the budgeting. You see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah,
like I notice it in me now, just nitpicking, and it's not even. I just don't have it like to spend the liquid. Yeah, I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to.
Fans are calling her out, saying that she is completely out of touch with reality.
Yeah.
People are having to choose between food or gas, and she's crying about shopping at H&M. So let's get into the next part, the final part. Shekinah also recalled a time that she called B. Simone to share some exciting news about a new opportunity, but said that B's response didn't feel supportive in the moment. B later admitted that she wasn't genuinely happy at first, and she was immediately convicted and had to call back to apologize. Can we roll that clip?
I have this opportunity and I called you and I told you about it. And you were just like, okay. And you called me back.
I called her right back, y'all. I was so convicted. I was so convicted.
You were like, I didn't like how I felt when you told me that. And I was like, what do you mean? You were like, I don't know what it is. I'm talking this out in real time. But whatever it is, I don't like what I felt. And I said, did you feel jealous? And you were like, I don't think I feel jealous.
Because we went through all the emotions. Like, are you angry? Are you sad? Are you jealous? I was like, I'm not jealous because I don't want what you have. I'm sad and I'm angry and I'm upset that I'm not doing it with me.
Yeah.
Like, we're not working together.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have that. Y'all, let me tell you something. Anybody that's in my circle, I want to work with you. I want to put you on. I'm putting you in position. I like doing it together.
You do.
How can we do this together? How can we make money together? How can we build together? How can we grow together? How can we all pitch in together? How can we be millionaires I want to do it together.
Yeah.
And there was a point in my life where I had that and it was crumbled. So I feel like since that has ended, that season, I've always yearned for it again. But it's just been a season of solitude for 2 damn years.
Maybe the longest season ever.
The longest season ever.
Yeah.
And I know that's what it was, but I was so convicted. I called you right back. I was like, that's not right.
Yeah.
Like, your friend she just told me she was doing something so bomb.
Yeah.
So great. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I was like, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
This has to get out of my heart.
For sure.
So we have several questions to present here. Is this just a case of two friends navigating separate struggles in the public's eye? Should friends step in when you are in need, or is it not their responsibility? And is this vulnerability or accountability? Are we with B. Simone, or is this questionable? I'm not with B. Simone. Yeah. I think if I have it in my, well, no, I know this for a fact. If I have the ability to help someone that I call a friend, I'm doing it, and I'm not thinking twice about it. I think that sometimes, even what she presented, like, okay, God was putting me through my own story. That's fine. But sometimes God will send people to help you too. And in that season, I might have been the help. I'm not going to watch my friend get her car repossessed, move back in with her parents, get on food stamps, and I'm a millionaire. That's sick. That is literally sick. And here you are in your shorts, praying before the people, but you didn't help that girl.
How you get back to that? How you get back to that? That would never.
I just thought about what you said.
In them shorts, I remember now. You crazy. You are crazy.
That's alarming.
Wow. I just thought
You
about
are
what you said.
crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was blown away by that.
Yeah.
And then the tears, y'all. H&M. Well, I mean, I shop in H&M a little regularly. I never knew I was poor.
Yeah, it was the people in the comments. They were like, "Dang, I'm poor."
Yeah, I didn't know.
People was like, "We didn't know
is it
H&M
Goodwill?
was." Well, you know, to a certain level of people, H&M. Yeah,
I
y'all.
could understand if she said, y'all. I said I had
Yeah,
to leave
I go in H&M all the time.
Yeah, like, did you
Yes.
leave?
Their men's station is dope.
Yeah.
They have great.
I guess I'm poor then.
Y'all know that's one of my top faves
And they
now.
have high-end designers now. Like,
I love
they have
H&M.
people that do
But I think
And what was the store that she named?
Bloomingdale's.
What is that?
It's a department store. It's kind of like Nordstrom.
Oh, I hate
Saks.
Nordstrom.
It's on that level a little.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
high end.
Okay. Yeah, I won't be going over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
So, can I interview y'all?
Yeah, sure.
And I want to interview everybody.
Okay.
What friend are you? Are you the friend that have you ever had a moment of selfishness? Hear this. When another person calls about something, whether it's a pain, struggle, successful moment. Hey, I just started school. I'm about to do this. I'm about to graduate. Are you the friend that celebrates, or are you the friend that responds like B. Simone?
Yeah, no, and my friends will have to say something, but I think I'm the friend that celebrates. I've never had not that I know of, a moment where I was like, dang, I wish that was me. Like, you about to get a house. Dang, I want a house. Like, I don't know if I've ever done that. And again, people will have to speak. Because, sometimes you can think you're not that way, and you really are that way. But, yeah, I don't think I'm the B. Simone friend now. That's a little extreme. To not be excited when a person calls to give you good news, even though you got convicted, which is good. Okay, you got convicted.
Right, we're all human beings.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
human.
yeah.
So, yeah, I get it. But, yeah, I don't believe that I'm that friend now. No, I'm doing it.
You're not. Yeah, I don't think I'm that friend either. I'll definitely celebrate all accomplishments, small, big, in between. I'm always happy to see my friends grow and develop, and I don't think I've ever had a moment where I felt away because it wasn't me or because I didn't participate in them having the win. But I can applaud her for saying that out loud because
Yeah,
most
that's
people
big.
will not. They will never admit something like that publicly. So I can give her some kudos for that.
I don't think she should have done it.
Yeah, she could have kept that.
I
part
would
Maybe
have
up.
kept that.
privately. Yeah, that's a private
y'all, this
conversation.
microphone gonna get you in trouble, dog.
Yeah.
You have to. You got to. And if she were here, she would probably say something different, But I think some things you need to just make it a private confession,
Yeah.
not a public confession. B. Simone, you're looking bad right now. Stop.
Yeah.
But great. That's a bold confession.
Yeah.
And I applaud you for it because most people will say, "Oh no, I ain't never done that."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a real thing to have to find people doing great things and feel some type of way about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I want to keep asking this question, but I want to say this: I don't know if you're developing, if you're not, if the toxicity in you is not is not surfacing.
Yeah, that's good.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if you can grow without having community, and within community, seeing different people's journey of success, and you not measure your response to people's success.
Yeah.
Are you a person that makes everything about you, every conversation about you? Are you the friend that's a listener, or are you a friend that listens, but I'm going to make your story about me? Or are you the friend that are you the friend only for a good time? Or are you a friend that, what type of friend? I think B. Simone's confession, I think this is causing all of us to self-reflect.
Yes.
And say, okay, who are we? Shakira, let me ask you a question. Are you I'm not gonna say that. I was saying, are you the B. Simone?
Yeah.
Have you ever had that type of moment?
I have not had that type of moment. I do think I'm the celebrating friend, also the helping friend,
Yeah.
and the listening friend.
Yeah. You
Oh,
be listening.
yes.
You be listening good.
You have a grace to listen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you have a grace to listen. The problem with people like Shakira is if you are immature, you will use her listening grace, but never stop and say, I'm here to listen to you.
Yeah.
I think Des has that too. Like she'll listen to like they're both. I mean, there's she talks on the show, so we know personality, but they both have that listening.
Let me ask you this question. Do I allow you to suffer and call it process? Or is it my responsibility to assist you in some of the difficulties that you may be having? Because that's what we saw here. We saw I'm writing checks, A, B, C, and D, but it was my process. Talk to me.
I wouldn't use the word responsibility because, it's not your child. You really don't have to do anything for anyone. And it is your money. You can decide what you choose to do ultimately. But I just don't know if in my heart I can just watch it and be okay with it and say, yeah, God's just taking it.
But did they clarify? Because I didn't watch the whole show. Did they clarify? Did B. Simone know that this lady was going through that? I don't know these people at all. So I'm just asking.
Yeah, Brandy watched the whole interview.
She did.
I wanted context. Yeah, I really
Sorry.
wanted context. So she did, and B. Simone admitted to helping other friends in other areas, writing checks for. She used examples of divorces, rent, bills. But I think the friend just so happened to be the last one, and B. Simone admitted to being burnt by other people. So she was putting people at an arm's distance because she had helped so many people before, and it went bad. So you're now another friend in a situation, but I've been burned by 5 or 6 other people that I've helped out financially.
Other friends or other people?
She said other friends. She was specifically talking about, let's say there's 10 friends, right? She's helped 10 friends out and all of them burned her. This friend is number 11 and she's in a situation, but now she's like, I don't know. I didn't need to keep you at arm's length because I saw what happened after I've helped these many people out. I've given them money. I've assisted them, and now we don't talk anymore. Now we're not friends anymore. So she was protecting herself. She did admit to that. That was the part before the clip started, saying she didn't want to be hurt again. She was she used the word bitter and resentment. Those are the 2 words that she used. So it's not that she didn't want to. She was hesitant to, because I've helped my other friends out, and I see how that went. So I don't know if you're going to do the same thing to me.
Well, I guess there's the beauty in having a small circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here thinking about the same thing. I'm trying to figure out. So let me ask this last question. What made her interview her? Like, why is this friend on the show?
So and I've never seen this friend before, but they interviewed after the BET Awards, and she was with her. Shekinah was with B. Simone. They said it was a spontaneous podcast episode. They just decided to come home after the BET Awards, and that's why they're so glammed up. She said it was just kind of spontaneous and, didn't lead to why she chose her. I think she just so happened to be with her. It wasn't like a planned guest per se. And she talked about the couple other instances, and they used so many different examples of their relationships. And I don't know how long they've been friends, how they met, all of that. But.
And when B. Simone said, "Hey, I was burnt. I've been burnt before," in terms of in terms of this, what was the friend's response? Did she know that she had been burned before? Did she?
She did, and she said that's why she understood. She understood why. It wasn't your responsibility to help me. Mm-hmm. I think God used it. So I think it all kind of. All things work together kind of situation. Mm-hmm. So she was understanding. She wasn't like you should have helped me, but she was like, I did watch you help people. They talked about, she didn't use, she talked about discernment. She said, I discerned that this person was bad, but I never discerned that you had a good heart and I could have helped you. I only used discernment for people who I needed to keep away.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I see some sprinkles of understanding, but I also see a bit of immaturity too. And what I mean by that is discernment and friendship. I get it. Mm-hmm. This is why, y'all, we have to walk together through seasons.
Yes.
So good.
So that we don't need discernment with friendship.
With friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dr. Gabe, this is the last thing I'll say. It was only alarming to me because she said, best friend. I have a lot of friends. Like, I have friends, I have associates, but Chris is my best friend. Yeah. And I'm not going to watch her go through something like that. So even to use that verbiage,
and so you have never experienced discernment to make sure she's good.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So discernment in a season is necessary.
Yeah.
But once we cross over to best friend, I don't need the discernment per se.
Yeah.
Now it's more so trust that, because keep going.
Yeah. I would never question anything that she presents to me. If Chris said that she needed something, I'm not going to think, is she really going to use it for that? Yeah. I'm not going to think twice about it.
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Get this. And because you're my best friend, you could lie to me. I'm still giving it to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was the alarming part of it. But I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't with the people when I saw the clip. Like, the people were like, what type of friend are you? Like, because I think friendship is up to the people. So if the young lady is sitting next to B. Simone, they're currently friends. Clearly, we know that. They're having a transparent conversation with the world. She didn't seem as bothered, although she was talking through it. They talked about it. But I just was like, well, y'all, they friends still. Like, she still considers B. Simone a best friend. So I guess I was just like, friendship has levels and people have their own dynamic. That's not my friends. No, you need growth. I'm gonna give it to you. Like, if I have it, you got it. And I expect the same. But
dog, I'm not about to see Dez say I am not about to see Dez say my car is about to be repossessed.
Yeah.
And I don't need discernment about.
Yeah. And even if I don't have it, I'm calling somebody.
We gon' and get this.
We need a couple hundred.
Y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all. I just don't know if I could watch it.
Yeah.
I think I would have to. You're in God's hands. Mm-hmm. So if you're lying, God will take care of that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to stand back and watch if we call ourselves friends. Yes. Now, I want to ask you something, Des. You said something. You said, Chris is my best friend. Mm-hmm. When did you establish, I'm going to challenge you. Mm-hmm. When did you establish that Crystal was your best friend?
It's been years now. Yeah, it's been years.
And so just follow me on it. So it's been years. All right. What was your mindset about Crystal prior to, I think this is my best friend?
Yeah, so initially we were just cool. We actually were mutual friends. So she wasn't my friend per se at first. So I knew her from our environment. Then we became closer. Of course, we were in the same place, so we were able to grow together. But there were qualities that I saw in her, and I'm like, yeah, that's somebody that I want around. There were things that she helped me through, and I said, yeah, that's my friend. I can trust her with my life. There isn't anything that I wouldn't tell her, anything that I share that I know I would hear back, nothing.
Okay, so go back. Hold on. From the time you met to the time you said best friend, what was that time frame?
There were some years in between.
Some years in between that. And from the time you established best friend to this very moment, how
There's some years
it's
in
some
between
years in
that,
between
too.
that. So if you put all those years together, just give me a throw around. How many years have you all been walking together?
13.
13 years.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Are y'all seeing where I'm trying to go with this? And so after 13 years of friendship, you don't need discernment, do you?
Yes, you do not. You don't.
Now, do you need wisdom? Yeah,
Absolutely.
because if I got $1,000 and I have a bill to pay,
Yeah.
I can't give Chris
Yeah.
900 of it.
Yeah.
You gotta find it.
But if I can spare something,
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
assist.
Yeah. And you know, Dr. Gabe, that's another thing. It's like, I guess it's almost like how you talk to us. You like, I don't come from that. You know, some stuff that we do, our generation, you use that phrase all the time. So I'm kind of like that when people like, oh, that's my best friend. I'm like, y'all been knowing each other for 3 years.
Yeah.
Like 2 years. And I don't know how long they've been knowing each other, but
right.
like I've been knowing Brand for 12, 13 years. I've been knowing, you know, like I can't say out of my mouth somebody is a best friend and I've been knowing them for 2 years,
Yeah,
3.
that's
That's
scary.
even
You
a
don't
even know a
relationship, like romantic relationship. You don't really know somebody 5 or 6 years when you really think about it. When you really, I mean, I know age, you know, people are, but still, I just,
All right, Chris, I got another question.
uh-oh.
It's gonna mess y'all up. They about to mess you up now. B. Simone said she got burned several times at ABC and D. Is there room? Des, check me out. Shakira, think about it. Is there room for betrayal in authentic friendship?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
If Judas betrayed
I
you,
say that
betrayal.
I say that with confidence. Yes, it's yeah.
circumstances can bring things out of you too.
Yeah.
It may not be your heart to be the betrayer, but it can happen. And sometimes things that are inside of you brew up, and before you know it, you spilled out onto another person. So there's definitely room.
So what's the balance between Chris betrayed me, but me not taking it out on another friend? What's the balance of, because she took it out on someone else.
Yeah.
That these are other friends that hurt her, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I have one group of people. But the flip side of it, hold on. We going too deep. Let's go back. Hey, let's come back and use some common sense, dog. Let's come back and use some common sense. I just thought about this. You had 5 friends to burn you?
She actually didn't give a number, but it seemed like more than 3. I'll say
Yeah.
that.
And
The example she gave, it was me like,
And when you said that, Brand, I said these people are young with a lot of money. You know, I think maturity. I think you just imagine being 20 something with you have $1 million and you got a circle of people. And like she said, I like to put everybody on, and I want this person to be my manager and this person to be my this. And
So you ain't got no friends, dog.
you don't have friends.
You don't have friends, dog.
You don't have friends.
You don't have friends.
That's what I was gonna
You don't
say.
have friends.
Yeah, it's like you're not putting people in their proper place, you know, when it comes to relationship, you know, and based upon what we know about B. Simone, and I'll just say context, she's very giving, loving. I've seen that, you know, even though the clips can say something else. I've seen her over the years because I've followed her for a while. I think she is a loving, a giving person, but she also seems like a very gullible, like, no, that's my friend. This my, I can see that. I don't know her, but I can see that. So maybe she's just not putting people in their proper place. So you're calling a person that's a friend as your manager. You calling a person that's now her and Megan knew each other for a long time. That's different. I think,
Who's Megan?
Ashley. Yeah, I'll be forgetting her last. That's her last name.
Oh, talking about the preacher.
I would use a P word. Maybe the podcast.
She's now best friends with Jackie Apparent.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. They were friends for a long time, and they were real friends for a long time. So I don't know. I just think B Simone, child.
Maybe that's a you thing. If you don't know how to categorize people in your life, that's an issue that you should work through. But I don't say that you blame that on other people or it didn't work for me before, so I'm not going to do it again. I guess when you think about relationship, you're going to have failures and you move forward. You don't bring that onto the next person. You deal with it before you get there.
Des, to the place where you let someone's car be repossessed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
B Simone, no. B Simone. What's B stand for?
Braylon, yeah.
Braylon! No!
That's such a pretty name.
Braylon, no.
Screaming.
Braylon!
Screaming.
Man,
That's too
I'm screaming. I think y'all.
you don't let, no. Hey, don't erase this clip.
And y'all, I pulled it from chat. They've been friends for 15 years. Best friends for 15 years.
Yeah. Oh, Braylon.
That's what I said. Maybe people have like their own set of
15 years.
and rules.
15 years.
Y'all,
15 years. If you got $1 million, and I tell you right now, I'm behind on my rings.
I'm playing devil's advocate right now.
The devil ain't no advocate.
No.
The devil ain't no
I
advocate.
rebuke that. I rebuke the devil. My bad. I didn't say that about me.
No.
But anyway,
Yeah,
I don't know. Sorry, Braylon.
You questionable.
No, man. No, y'all. No, man.
Yeah,
That's not.
That's me trying to make it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with this one. I think I'm gonna lean toward what Chris said. You got a bunch of young people.
Yeah.
Not a lot of wisdom. Here's a word of advice for everybody. That if God puts you in a position of elevation, no new friends.
Come on now.
Yes.
Drake said it.
Drizzy said it. No new friends. No new friends. Put it to you like this. Nobody can get in my circle.
Yeah.
So hear me, and I only got, if betrayal happens, if something happens, it's because y'all did that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm not bringing new people into this circle, into my life.
Yeah.
Okay, I have people that I trust, but I'm not, and you can have your opinion about that. But as you elevate, I'm not helping new folk.
Yeah.
I'm paying you.
Yeah. That's good.
I'm not gonna help you do that. I'm paying you. The circle of people who have been with you, who have covered you, who have prayed for you, who watched you vent, heard you say things, watched your behavior that may have been whatever, watched your anger, watched you go through process, and still stayed with you.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm going to watch you all suffer and I don't try. Watch this. And I have to trust God that you're telling the truth. Yeah. But that is the prerequisite of helping people who have walked with you.
Yeah.
And you don't give all of it. I'm not saying don't help people. I'm saying I'm not gonna let y'all watch me help others.
Yeah.
And then say, well, I just stopped trusting because other people hurt me.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not helping. No, I can't do that. Yeah. That's not cool. That's not integral.
Yeah.
That's the lack of integrity. But more importantly, I think that's immaturity because we're calling several people friends. And I think friendship has to be defined not based upon feeling, but the principle of faithfulness, the principle of commitment, the principle of support. Can you endure with me? Can you see my nakedness and not abandon me?
Yeah.
can you hear me? Friendship is about truth and love. I love you enough to tell you the truth, but I'm going to tell you this truth in a loving way.
That's good.
And for example, I'm not gonna put all my stuff out, but I stopped talking to several people.
Yeah.
I don't have close friends because I'm a person that you're not gonna pastor me. And if every time we get on the phone, you're telling me what I need to do, and then when I start talking, you cut me off, gotta go, A, B, C, and D. Nigga, we ain't friends. No. You ain't my mentor. You're not my pastor. And so once I'm a little different. Once I realize that's what you on, I'm done. I don't feel anything about it. Yeah. There's nothing. I miss you. I don't do that. Man. I don't do none of that. I will cut somebody off very quickly because I don't play that. Because I think friendship. I think we should both be able to communicate with one another if we're friends.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? And so you can call me and correct me. I don't have a problem with the correction. I have a problem when it's your time. I can't.
Yeah.
I have a problem with that. You understand what I'm saying? And so I believe, why did I bring that up? Because friendship takes work. Ooh. It takes effort. It takes honor. Yes. It takes respect. It takes humility.
Yeah.
And you have to go through those seasons for years before, I ain't gonna lie to you, before I start running to your rescue financially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I get sick, are you coming? I'm praying for you. My friend should be coming.
Wow.
I'll never forget, what time is it? I'll never forget, man. My grandfather died. And this particular person, I was thinking kindly of her.
That's such a nice way to put that.
Why is that so funny? I was thinking kindly.
Yes, okay. Feeling that.
I was thinking kindly,
Kindly.
Yeah.
And this is when I knew. Oh, no. My granddaddy died. Long time ago. And I was thinking kindly of her. And didn't show up to the funeral. And this is what that person said. I don't like funerals. Go find a person that says, I can't wait for the weekend because we going to a funeral. Right. Who likes going to funerals?
I don't know anybody who likes funerals. Come on
And
now.
black folks, we be ready to say, how was the funeral?
What you made was a funeral.
It was funeral.
What you expect?
Chris, do you know?
That's crazy.
At that moment, I knew that you were not for me because you couldn't come into my world beyond yours.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
All right.
So this person disqualified themselves from being in my life.
Yes.
And friendship is about I get out of my world and come into yours.
Yeah, come into yours. It's so interesting that people like this conversation regarding marriage, but they don't. The friendship conversation is not as talked about.
Chris, do you know I'm literally working on a series in the next couple of months, and the entire month is going to be friends.
I love that.
It's going to be friends.
I love this. Is good.
Because everybody wants to be married. Nobody wants to be a friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And friendship prepares you for marriage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Maybe we should work on the series together. No,
Preach.
Maybe you should open the series up that weekend.
Come on. Yes.
Welcome to Bed with y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow.